This Telecom training video will cover the XTS2500 portable radio, version 2013. Pens, toothpicks, or needles are not appropriate tools to clean the microphone. If submerged in water, remove the battery immediately and shake both pieces to release any trapped water. Battery connectors need to stay dry and clean, so if they are wet, do not connect them to your radio. This could cause a short circuit. Your smart lithium-ion battery in the XTS2500 can last up to 10 hours before needing a full charge. However, high levels of transmission will reduce your battery life, so take this into account before going out on a long shift. For a complete tutorial on battery care, check out the video on our website, www.warrencountytelecom.com. Do not use a different battery or antenna on your radio. This reduces tower coverage and can damage your equipment. Never use a short antenna directly onto your portable radio. Using a flat-headed screwdriver, pry up the cover from the bottom. The cover protects important metal contacts that can be connected to accessories such as a shoulder-mounted microphone. To reattach the accessory cover, first hook it at the top and smooth down with your thumb. You should feel it clasp into place. The power knob also controls the volume. To turn on the radio, turn this knob clockwise. Your display should show self-test for a brief second, then go to the talk group you are sitting on. Once your radio is on, turning this knob clockwise will increase the volume of your speaker, and counterclockwise will decrease the volume. Adjacent to the power knob is the channel selector knob. This navigates you through the talk groups within your zones. Depending on the way your radio is programmed, you will have 1 to 16 talk groups per zone relevant to your agency. In some cases, 1 and 16 are the same talk group. The orange emergency button should be pressed if you feel you are in a serious emergency. Audible and visual alarms hit all the dispatch consoles, letting them know you're in distress. To watch the 3-minute emergency button training video, ask your chief or training officer for the private YouTube link. We do not make this publicly accessible because of the sensitive subject matter. Contrary to popular belief, the microphone is actually a tiny hole located next to the logo. Do not cover this hole with labels and keep it clean with a bottle of compressed air or a soft toothbrush, but remember, no sharp objects. Common talk groups are stored in a zone within your radio. You will have multiple zones in your radio, each holding up to 16 talk groups. The first alphanumeric character on your display indicates the zone you are currently in. Use the zone up and zone down soft keys to navigate through your zones. Using the concentric switch at the base of your channel selector knob, A and B are dead positions. Position C is a hard keypad lock to prohibit accidental soft key bumps on the face of your radio. Speaking of the soft keys, let's walk through the buttons below your display. Soft keys associate with whatever displayed word is directly above them. The Home button will take you to your everyday talk group and also closes out of a programming session such as your scan program. The 4-way navigation has many functions. The left and right buttons can either change the soft key options on your display or navigate zones when in the scan program mode. The up-down button will adjust your programmable date and clock or navigate the talk groups when in scan program mode. The first step is to arrow right and select Clock. Next, press the button below Edit. The first editable item should start blinking. Use the up and down arrows to adjust each blinking item. Right arrow to access the next editable item, and use the up and down arrows. Right arrow through each editable item and adjust using the up-down arrows until your clock is formatted to your liking. The radio will even let you choose how to format the date. Use the up and down arrows to set the digits, then right arrow to the next. Press Save to finish editing. Let's continue down the side of your radio with the purple Site Search button. This is useful when operating on the MARCS, Hamilton County, or Butler County system, and Warren County once we go digital. To put it simply, it searches for a tower site to get you the best connection. A simple analogy would be like using your computer to find the best wireless network. In a sense, it wakes up your radio if it doesn't seem to be working correctly. The Push to Talk button is the next and largest button on the side of your radio. First, turn to the talk group on which you want to transmit. It will appear on your display. Next, listen for ongoing traffic and ensure open air before pressing the Push to Talk button. If your channel is clear, press and hold the button. Once you are keyed up, put the radio to your cheek and talk clearly across the microphone. Once you are done speaking, release the Push to Talk button to listen for responding personnel. Remember to take a breath or count to 2 before speaking, as the system takes a little time to select a channel, assign it to you, and send your voice over the system. Speaking too quickly will chop off the first few words of your transmission. The next button down is Nuisance Delete. Imagine you're following an incident, and there are 3 relevant talk groups from within your scan list. The rest of the talk groups in your scan list are a nuisance to your ear. The solution for this is Nuisance Delete. When a nuisance talk group becomes active, click your Nuisance Delete button, and it will remove them from your current scanning session. Repeat the Nuisance Delete every time an unwanted talk group becomes active until you're only down to the 3 relevant talk groups. To reset your scan list to include all talk groups, simply change any function on your radio or power off then back on.
Cancel Walnut Lane for Alarm Company.
We had a vehicle hit a tire on northbound bypass 48.
Did you notice how even though I clicked the Nuisance Delete, Lebanon Fire Department did not disappear? That is because they are set as my second priority, indicated by the Z plus a dot. And that leads us into the scanning function. Press the bottom side button to activate your scanning function. This button also turns off your scanning feature. When in scan mode, a Z symbol will appear in the top right corner of your display. Scanning allows you to select up to 10 preferred talk groups. Your radio will automatically switch to the first one to become active, giving priority to your first and second choice. An easy analogy would be if your TV was smart enough to skip between multiple shows, whichever comes back from commercial first. Priority number 1 is given to the talk group you are sitting on, controlled by the channel knob. So if this talk group and another queue up at the same time, your radio will choose your priority 1 talk group. Priority number 2 is chosen during the programming mode by hitting the select button twice. Let's walk through this now. First, hold down the scan button until a blinking box appears in your display. This lets you know that your radio is now in programming mode. Second, you see that there are 3 words on the display: SEL, DEL, and RCL. These all associate with the white key directly below them and stand for Select, Delete, and Recall. Recall allows you to do a quick review of all the talk groups currently in your scan list. To add a talk group to your scan list, turn to it as you normally would and press the SEL button for Select. You can see that when you do this, a Z appears on the screen letting you know your radio has added it to the scan list. If you want to delete a talk group from your scan list, press the DEL button and the Z will disappear. You may be wondering how to navigate to your talk groups and zones since the zone up and zone down buttons aren't available. Use the 4-way navigation buttons. You can see above the left and right buttons scroll through the zones, and the up and down buttons scroll through the talk groups. Continue navigating through your zones, adding and deleting talk groups until your preferred talk groups are programmed into your scan list. There is a limit of 10. Make sure to press Select twice to set your priority 2 talk group. Exit program mode by holding down your home key until the blinking box disappears. Don't worry about the alpha page button as it is not used for anything. Very few of our XTS2500 models have the full keypad, so we won't discuss that in this video. This training video has been brought to you by the Warren County Telecommunications Department. For further help, please contact Telecom's help system by emailing help@wcoh.net or call us at 513-695-HELP. You will choose option 5 for radio systems or option 3 for the training specialist.